Casey Thompson put out on Twitter that he's back and he's healthy, ready to go for spring ball, which
All right.
we didn't know if he would be or not.
Okay. Well, that's big. Casey Thompson going to be participating in spring ball. All right. All right. So that leads us right into our quarterback competition and our quarterback conversation. And certainly, I got to think there was a little bit more motivation for Casey Thompson to decide to come back, knowing that Jeff Sims is also in the running. So we got Sims, the more mobile of the two quarterbacks. And based on what I've seen, Casey Thompson's the better quarterback throwing the football downfield. And new offensive coordinator coming in, of course, as well. So all those variables come into play. So Thompson versus Sims. What are you looking at here, Greg?
Well, I mean, obviously that's like everybody thinks that that's going to be the battle. And hearing Casey Thompson, because we had Casey Thompson at our event last Tuesday night, and he thinks of this team as his. I mean, obviously going in, he's not going to shy away from competition for his job, but he believes that he's the quarterback here. I mean, he proved that he can play at a high level last year, and if you have an improved offensive line that can protect him a little bit better, then who knows? Jeff Sims, obviously, we know that is a pretty prolific guy in the run game and the pass game, and you got two seasoned guys that have played a lot of football as Power 5 players, and that's going to be. I think that obviously all eyes are on that competition. Day one of spring ball, and I gotta imagine that that's going to be the headline news about every day coming out of spring camp. So it's going to be a very cool matchup to watch unfold. And what I like about it too is that you have a lot of quarterbacks right now in that room, and common sense tells you that they're all not going to be here after spring ball. So it's going to be a very heated competition, and I know they're all ready to take on the challenge and try to make that job theirs. When you're talking about Casey Thompson and Jeff Sims, and then you got to throw in Chubba Purdy in there too, who's also another very talented guy in that room, and Logan Smothers and Heinrich Harburg, also two other very talented quarterbacks in their own rights too. So, and don't forget about Richard Torres as well. That was injured all last year, but he's obviously going to get a look as well. So, that's a pretty full quarterback room that you have right now, and I know Matt Rule has already talked about that, and he likes that. He really likes having he values Well, obviously, yeah, everybody values the quarterback spot. But he loves what he has right now, and we'll just have to see how this shakes out here when spring ball starts. Really,
Ron is asking, what odds do you give Casey and Jeff Sims, respectively, to be QB1 on opening day? I'm going to go 70-30 Casey Thompson.
That's about what I would say. And I'll add one other thing on there that I heard earlier today that was kind of interesting to think about, was that there was the question that was raised, if you go into what kind of chances are going into opening day that you're trying out a two quarterback system, which I know everybody kind of cringes at most of the time, and I do, obviously, and I think you don't really want to have to be in that situation. I think you want to have the clear cut guy starting off the season like that. And right now, I mean, without personally seeing Jeff Sims and what he can do, that I would definitely give that about a 70-30, maybe even 80-20 percentage on Casey Thompson being in that starter on opening day. But we had a long way to go until that. I mean, you got spring practice to go through, and then fall camp. So we'll see. And you know how much injuries play into things too. I mean, you can always get banged up and take yourself out of the running for that at any time.